Hey there, and welcome to The Explainer. You ever feel like you're wrestling with English grammar? Well, today we're going to turn that struggle into a superpower. We're going to build a complete toolkit for all 12 English verb tenses, so you can speak and write with way more precision and power.
So let's just jump right in with this idea. What if you could actually travel through time, not with some fancy machine, but just by using your words? I know, it sounds a little like science fiction, right? But that is exactly what verb tenses let you do. They aren't just a bunch of boring grammar rules. They're your tools for placing an action at any moment in the past, present, or future.
So here's our game plan for today. We're going to build this time travel toolkit from the ground up. We'll start with a simple foundation, work our way through adding ongoing action, connecting different times, and then we'll hit the master level. By the end, you'll see how every single piece just clicks together.
All right, first up, level 1, the simple foundation. Now, don't let the name simple fool you. These are the absolute workhorses of English. They're the tenses you'll use constantly. Think of them as the bedrock for describing facts, routines, and any action that happens at one specific point in time.
So, how do you talk about things that are always true, or stuff you do every single day? That's where the simple present comes in. It's for universal truths and daily habits. Look at the example. He walks to work every day. It's his routine. It's a fact of his life. And the formula? Super simple. It's just the subject and the base verb.
Next up, let's hop in our time machine and go back. For any action that's completely finished, done, over, you need the simple past. They studied all night. That action is locked in the past. It's finished. You just got to remember to use the past form of the verb, whether it's a nice simple ed or one of those trickier irregular ones.
And what's the last piece of our foundation? The simple future, of course. This one's for any action that hasn't happened yet. It could be a promise, a plan, or just a prediction about what's to come. And the best part? The structure is so easy. You just pop the word will right in front of the verb. I will call you later. Simple, clear, and gets right to the point.
All right, foundation is built. Now we can move on to level 2. This is where we start to add a really cool new layer, the idea of ongoing, continuous action. We call these the progressive tenses, and they really bring your sentences to life by showing an action that's literally in motion.
The present progressive is all about what's happening right now, in this very moment. You know, the secret ingredient here is that ing ending. That's what tells you the action is in motion. She is reading a book. See, that's not a general habit. It's what's happening this very second.
Now, what's really cool about the past progressive is what it's best at, describing an ongoing past action that gets interrupted by something else. Check out the example. I was sleeping when the phone rang. You can just picture it, can't you? The sleeping was in progress, and then, bam, the phone cuts in and interrupts it.
And this slide really nails the difference. On the left, they studied all night is just a fact. It's a completed block of time. But on the right, I was sleeping when, that creates a whole scene. It paints a picture of duration and interruption, adding this layer of storytelling that the simple past just doesn't have.
So to round out level 2, we have the future progressive. This tense lets you basically zoom in on a specific moment in the future and say what will be happening right then. This time tomorrow, we will be flying to Spain. You're not just saying you will fly, you're imagining yourself right in the middle of that action, in the future.
Okay, on to level 3, and this is where things get really sophisticated. We're talking about the perfect tenses. And their superpower? It's connecting two different points in time. They create a bridge, between the past and the present, or even between two separate moments in the past.
Think of the present perfect as the tense you use for past actions that still matter right now. The action itself is over, but its relevance, its ghost, is still hanging around. So when you say, "We have seen that movie already," what you're really implying is, "So let's not see it again." See? It connects that past viewing to your present decision.
The past perfect is often called the past of the past, which is a great way to think about it. You use it when you're already talking about the past, and you need to mention something that happened even before that. In "he had left before I arrived," you have two past actions, my arrival and his departure. The past perfect makes it crystal clear which one came first.
And finally, the future perfect. This one jumps ahead to a specific point in the future and then looks back at an action that will be completed by then. By July, I will have graduated. It's like you're mentally standing in July, looking back and confirming that the action of graduating is already in your personal past from that future viewpoint. Pretty cool, huh?
Okay, deep breath. Welcome to the master level, the perfect progressive tenses. Now don't let that long name scare you off. Seriously. These tenses just combine the two ideas we've already learned.
They take the time-connecting power of the perfect tenses and they smush it together with the ongoing action of the progressive tenses. Their main job is all about focusing on duration, how long something has been happening. So how does it actually work? Well, it's way simpler than it sounds. Just think of it like a recipe with two main parts. The perfect part gives you those time-connecting ingredients, have been or had been. And then the progressive part adds the action, which is always going to be that verb-ing form. You just stick them together, that's it.
So, let's look at the present perfect progressive. You use this for an action that started in the past and is still continuing right now. The big focus here is on how long it's been going on. It has been raining for 3 hours. That means the rain started 3 hours ago, and if you look out your window right now, yep, it's still coming down.
The past perfect progressive describes the duration of an action that was happening before another event in the past. It's fantastic for explaining the why behind a past situation. I was tired. Okay, why? Because I had been jogging. The jogging was happening for a while, and then it stopped, and the result was that I was tired. It connects the two perfectly.
And here we are, our final tense, the future perfect progressive. This one projects us into the future to talk about the duration of an action leading up to that point. By next month, she will have been working here for 5 years. So we're looking ahead to next month and measuring that whole 5-year span of our ongoing work up to that moment.
And there you have it. That's the whole shebang, all 12 tenses. We've just built a complete toolkit that lets you express yourself with incredible precision across any point in time. So let's do a quick final review of what each of these amazing tools is for.
So this is your toolkit. The simple tenses are for those specific, pinpointed moments. The progressive tenses are for actions that are in progress. The perfect tenses, they're for building bridges between two moments in time. And the perfect progressive tenses are all about emphasizing the duration of an ongoing action. You now have the right tool for literally any situation.
You've got it. You have the full toolkit to navigate time with your words, to describe any action with nuance and clarity. So I guess the only question left is, what stories will you tell?